Help complete construction of the temples by offering tribute to gain favor among the sea gods. Use your otherworldly support to commit acts of piracy to become the most infamous pirate of the ages in Tides of Infamy, Rise of the Gods. Thank you for joining me today at Tantrum House Studio D. Rise of the Gods is a new standalone expansion to Tides of Infamy. This is a 2 to 8 player pirate adventure board game that plays in about 60 to 90 minutes. It's being published by Gamewalker. They're bringing it to Kickstarter, and they sent us this prototype copy to look at. At the beginning of the game, players gain their harbor, ships, and some tokens. In the main play area, you'll place out the map tiles, placing out marks of infamy, and setting the sea creatures cards and tokens off to the side. Here's a super quick overview of the game. You are trying to become the most infamous pirate by collecting a number of marks of infamy, and that number is dependent on the number of players in the game. You'll be able to gain these marks by bringing plunder back to Pirate Bay, battling sea creatures, carrying out acts of piracy, paying tribute at the Temple of the Sea Gods, and things like that. On your turn, the first thing you do is repair or upgrade a ship that's in your harbor with more guns, more storage, or better sails. This is the harbor phase. Then comes the movement phase. You select one ship to move. Place a token in your harbor on the ship that you moved. It can't be moved again this round. When you move, you'll be uncovering new tiles, finding islands, obstacles, and more. In addition to moving, you can place out pirate luck markers out if you choose. When a ship enters these spaces, you trigger an event by drawing a pirate luck card from the bottom of the deck. There are sea creatures and natural events that you'll be able to roll against to try and overcome. Then you'll be moving sea creatures based on the arrow on the card. Sea creatures come out when the map tile that contains the sea creature's imagery is revealed. You'll be able to battle these sea creatures to gain marks of infamy, and the advanced rules allow you to actually gain control of some of these sea creatures. In the advanced rules, you have piracy and sea god cards. You get a piracy card during your harbor phase. These cards help you gain marks of infamy by completing different objectives. Also, in the advanced rules, you'll be gaining tribute tokens and then taking them to the temple in order to choose a god to grant you benefits in the game. There are a number of different sea god cards giving you immunity to certain pirate luck events and granting special abilities. Some even let you control the different sea creatures. After each player has moved their 3 ships, that will end the round. Throughout the game, you'll also be battling your opponents. All participating ships would roll 2 dice and add 1 to their sum for each battle upgrade on their ship. The person with the highest value wins. The winner will be able to collect items as much as it is allowed to hold, and the winner of the battle will be gaining marks of infamy. Sea creatures can also be involved in the battle if they're on the same map tile as the battle. And the game continues until someone reaches a number of marks of infamy for that game. Usually it's 10 to 15 marks depending on player count. Now you can play this game every pirate for themselves. You could even do team play, which could be things like 2 versus 2. You could do even 2 versus 2 versus 2 if you had 6 players, which is pretty cool. The object is still the same for your team to gain marks of infamy. Now you can just help each other out. Many of the overall mechanics are similar to the original game Tides of Infamy, which came out in 2015. But now the standalone expansion has some big changes too. You have dice for battling instead of cards, how you move your ships better, and not only that, but now you can actually upgrade your ship with better sails, gun, and storage. One of the things that stayed the same between these games are the artists. There's more than one, but the work from Corey Godby really stands out. I love his art style. And there's plenty of replayability in this game. Not only in the way you're getting Marks of Infamy, there's so many different ways of getting it, but also in the random setup of the map tiles. That's going to make the play different. And of course, all the sea gods. And the theme really comes through in the game, not only in the gameplay, but also in the art. And I just want to show you more of the illustrations so you can get a good look at all this amazing work. So if you're looking for a pirating adventure game that not only plays with a low player count, but also a high player count, then check out this new standalone expansion to Tides of Infamy called Rise of the Gods, coming to Kickstarter soon from Gamewalker. And as always, we would love for you to subscribe to Tantrum House and hit the like button on this video.